the journalist at the time of French Revolution, that Ernst Renan's definition of a pure nation state is that it is the culmination of past, the cultural influences, the past endeavors of the people, and we can make out from the history of India that moreover a descent is from the is coming up from the Hindi language, and it's more of its Hindi rulers, and it's like the word cites India as Hindustan. So we can have Hindi as a national language.
So let's first talk about the unity he was talking about. Unity, to be real, must stand the severest strain without breaking. Warm regards to everyone. I personally feel that linguistic diversity should be celebrated and preserved. Unity of India is due to the diverse and different linguistic groups existing in the country. It is necessary for us to adopt all the languages and accept it as our own. Languages shouldn't be discriminated like the people which are being discriminated right now. State Reorganization Commission in 1956 was appointed, and it created different states based on mostly linguistic language diversities. It helped divide India but promote unity among groups to sustain in the same country. It helps strengthen Indian society as a whole. Amul, Antan and Baghati are some of the critically endangered languages right now. The reason for their endangerment is like quite simple. Like successive generation of speakers become bilingual and then begin to lose proficiency in their traditional languages. Therefore, linguistic diversity is necessary because it helps preserve unique identities and cultures of different communities. Thank you.
So I never said in my statement that we have to prove, we have to get a language which is superior than other languages. Even by adopting a national language, we can practice multilingualism. That is not the thing like we are imposing a language that you have to read this, you have to speak this. It is that it is a binding force. Like if I am a migrant from Gujarat, I have my job in Tamil Nadu. I'll go there. I obviously might not be that well in Tamil, so I need some common language. I'm like it's an instinct that we Gujaratis are like not much far better in English also. So if I go to a place and there should be some common language which I can communicate with, and that is something. And Hindi can be that language because obviously it is the language of the majority of the people. And I am not saying that Hindi is superior than other languages. It is just that even by adopting Hindi as a language, we can practice linguistic diversity.
You told about the linguistic diversities. It creates a barrier. Firstly, you talk about imposing a particular language on all citizens all over the country. But have you ever thought of that it's just 43% or just a slightly more than the people who speak Hindi as their languages right now, currently in India? Firstly, India has a diversity of languages which needs to be adopted by everyone as they have obviously said. I would like to present something. In June 2017, Union Minister Venkaiah Naidu said, Hindi is our national language, India can't process without it. Supporting this statement, Amit Shah also stated that India must have a national language as India should have an identity. After this statement, many protests by farmers and people from different communities took place. To this, Parliament reacted that there was no idea about one nation, one language at all.
So
about this, Parliament also declared that it is not the thing which has to be adopted right now as a language. If you see India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Each state having more than 1,000 different district languages, recognizing many different things.
So, I would like to say is that let's take an example. If we go to a place and we find various people from various cultures in that place, we can see that they know Hindi, but not to that extent. Like they can just speak Hindi, like it's just can be that we can communicate with them in that language. That's not that they don't even know Hindi. So what I can say is that just making Hindi a national language, it won't create as much as a difference which you are saying.
It will create a difference. Obviously, it will create a difference. It was, the difference was created since very long time. Southern India would obviously face a very difficult time by this. It has already faced it, and it will obviously face if you make it a one nation, one language.
I am not saying that. I am just.
It will create disparities between. Let me complete, please. It will create disparities. Take a situation. You are at an office. There are Gujaratis all around you. Okay, you can communicate with them easily. Now, what if that company was transferred to Tamil Nadu? What would you have done? You would have to employ someone who knew that native language, obviously, to communicate with the people, to establish the networks and communication in the employment sector. So, for this reason, linguistic languages obviously must be preserved and celebrated.
In India's constitution, there are 22 scheduled languages. They are given the right which they deserve. What I am saying is that just getting a nation a national language will just create an identity of a nation in the global world.
In the global world, if you talk about France, Germany, they all have 2 to 3 major languages which can be distinguished. That's why they are known as France, French. India as a country, Punjabi, Marathi, Sikh, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Odia, Bengali, Gujarati. This is called
Which
India.
language out of these can identify India in the
If
global world?
you right now go to US,
Yes.
go stand there. Gujarati. Everyone knows that person is from India.
Yes.
He is very sure. So there's no need of
That's a
getting a
local thing.
language right now.
I want India to get a representation like India has.
India is still getting a representation if you call it a Gujarati.
If some of our delegates go to the United Nations and speak there in Punjabi or Marathi, that won't get out that impression of
They
India.
even won't get if they speak in Hindi.
Because India is cited as Hindustan by the world. The world implies India to be the land of the kings. And I am not saying that I am imposing a language. In the curriculum, it is in the south also, in the northeast also, Hindi language has been there, and as a subject, and they are practicing it, they are trying to speak it. But they are not willing to speak it just for the sake that they fear that their culture would be lost, which is not the case, because it is just being a national identity.
About the culture, you said, culture obviously will be lost because as I mentioned, the 3 most critical endangered language, Amol, Anai and Baghati. These 3 languages are critically endangered and obviously are going to be. Why do you think they are critically endangered? Because people have stopped speaking in those languages right now. They need to communicate so that one gets to know what the language they are talking about.
Does that refer to the reason that it is the coming of the new languages which make them endangered?
Obviously, why not? If you go and adopt bilingual community, then how do you expect to come in? See, a garland is made up of many different flowers, then only it looks beautiful. It can't look beautiful without only mogas. Okay?
I'd like to attain a technological aspect about